representing the legendary Al Davis, and the team's will to just win, baby. The torch is lit before every game inside of Allegiant Stadium, as these fans hope it indeed drives their Raiders to victory in Vegas. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in, it's a Monday night primetime showdown between the Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Las Vegas Raiders!
Daniel Carlson ready to get us started. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Here's R.J. Harvey on the return. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder out of both Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
At his best, Bo Nix is a point guard facilitating an offense, getting that ball in and out of his hands as quickly as possible, but don't you dare sleep on his legs, because he will hurt you with his athleticism too. And oh, by the way, did I mention a maturity well beyond his years?
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Nix starting with a pass. Look at that touch, laid on a platter for him. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. That one goes for 31 yards. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
Broncos first down. A gain of 31 yards. First down, Broncos.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Motion to receiver left. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. They give him 4 yards before he stopped, Brock. It's second down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football and defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Second down, they're going to the option. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Nix trying to sneak it. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
A gain of 3 yards. That's good for a Broncos first down.
Love the way they decided to keep the drive moving, Brock. Pounding it forward, sending an early tone on this opening drive.
It sure does, both physically and then mentally as well, because you know and I know successful run often leads to great play-action pass.
And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. They're on the road, but still favored coming into this one. And they quickly made a mockery of that home field advantage, Brock, with an opening drive TD.
Just kind of playing like a team, right, that just knows it. They believe in themselves. They've got that athletic arrogance and confidence. Coming into this building, they can't wait to take the home crowd right out of it.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Raiders nothing.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away.
Kickoff for the Broncos.
Dylan Laube on the return. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So out head the Raiders for their first possession. And we'll get a chance to see someone still in the early stages of their career, this third-year QB.
And even if he's still pretty early in his career, we know he is perfectly comfortable and settled into this spot as the be-all, end-all for this offense. Every time you take the field as a quarterback, you know you're gaining experience. You're getting more comfortable in the role. And as he goes forward, he tries to learn and take something away from each and every one of these moments.
Airing it out to start this drive. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. Tried getting that one to Brock Bowers. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it, 2nd and 10. And the first carry here for Ashton Genty. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Loss of 10 yards.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. Fair catch called for and made at the 35-yard line. So the Broncos headed out for their second drive of the game. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
Play action with Nix. Finds his fullback. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. There's the fake. Here's Nix. Finds a man right side. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. On the move, past the 40. This is going to be down to about the opposing 36 for their next snap. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
First and 10.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
Going to the ground again on first. And he gets a few on the punch forward.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Nix off the play action. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
They dropped their chance to get off the field. Let's see if this offense can make them pay. Third down. They send a man in motion. On third down, here's Nix. That's caught for the first. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Nix with it on first. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Out to his wide out, it's a screen. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
A 7-yard
So
gain.
critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Dobbins has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Ball at the 2 here for second and goal. And they're going to score a touchdown, Denver. The Broncos get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Looks like we'll have a pause here. An injured Bronco out there and in some pretty obvious pain after that play. Here's Lutz set to kick this away.
To kick off for the Broncos.
To return, here's Raheem Mostert. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Second drive coming up for the Las Vegas offense. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's first and 10. Throwing off the play fake. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Second and 10, still at the 28. Pass play now. And down he goes. The Bronco defense gets there. That's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Third and long for him here. Defender is there, he knocks it away, and that's going to force fourth down.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going, and that incompletion won't help.
Here comes A.J. Cole back to the field for a punt. The Broncos have Marvin Mims deep to return. Fair catch made here at the 30. So here comes the Bronco offense. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
New set of downs for them from the 31. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Running it again with Dobbins. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Third down, they need 7. Throw here, third down. And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down.
Kate, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and third downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
Fields this at the 19. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. Trying to find Brock Bowers. So second down coming up.
I know I don't have to tell you, Kate. You call basketball for a living as well, and you know shooters got to keep on shooting. Quarterbacks, you got to keep on throwing. But boy, 0 for 4, this has been a surprisingly slow start.
Back to the air they go on second down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be third down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money, a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line, 3rd down. They're throwing it. Into the hands of Tucker, complete. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Our score, 14-0. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. And on 4th down, they're about ready to punt. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Secures this at the 17. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Denver ready for another offensive possession. They're 2 touchdowns and could make it a 3-score game here. First call here coming from the shotgun. They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
First down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
On first and 10, here's Nix. Diving, it looks close. They say he caught it. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
Another Broncos first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Nix now on first and 10. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jamal Adams with the INT. And the Raiders get the football back across midfield before going down inside the 45-yard line on the return.
I've not yet in my lifetime come across a defender who hasn't told me how great an offensive player they were back in the day. Oh, you should have seen me as a running back or wide receiver. Well, right there, that defender showed some of that background. A brilliant job of getting into the open field and setting his offense up for success.
Out comes Las Vegas on offense. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. So 20 yards on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, well, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. Shotgun give here to Genty. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got a home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Takes the second down snap. Throw is caught. And this is down all the way to the 3. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Raiders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders chuck the lead in half. It's down to 7.
14. Raiders 7.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Marvin Mims now to return it. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Denver set to take the field on offense. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. It's a gain of 4 there. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
So 1st down from the 41. They fake the handoff. Now Nix. He beams one deep right side. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
Again on 2nd and 10. Nix able to get it to Franklin. He's right up next to that 1st down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Gonna keep this one and go. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the 1st.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And his charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
On the draw, they give it to Harvey. And he's able to get this down to the 36. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
9 yards. That's another Broncos 1st down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
And the Broncos 1st down.
All set now. 1st and 10. Pistol give here to Dobbins. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. Oh, he lost the football. But the Broncos will get it back. Whoa, heads up play to recover that one. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need one more now on 3rd down. Whoa, let's give him a second there. Give him a sec. I'm going to imagine his heart's probably going, what, 150, 160 beats per minute right now, Brock, after nearly losing that fumble.
Yep, and it wasn't just a ball he dropped there. It was at least 3 points, too. But fortunately, that ball stays with him in the red zone. And now I'm really curious. It's one of those moments, Kate, where they put the ball back in his hands, trust him again to hold on to it, and maybe go get that touchdown you know he so badly wants. That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on 3rd down on a sneak and get a 1st down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
And he only gets this one down to the 9. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Clock is ticked down. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Nix from the gun. He brings it in. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Nix holds on to it. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
6-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Nix. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
Third and goal, here's Nix. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos double their lead to 14.
21, Raiders 7.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Mostert on the return. This makes it up to the 25. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. That's complete inside the 35. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders make it a one-score game before halftime.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Carlson to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
21. Raiders 14.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. On the return, here's Mims. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Broncos start getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Here's Nix. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane, and he couldn't do it on that one.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the balls did to break things up. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. So the heave knocked away from the intended targets and brings up 4th down.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
Jeremy Crawshaw out once again, punted away. Back deep for the Raiders, Trey Tucker. His work begins at the 31. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Raiders headed out on offense. Little time remaining in the half. And we're a shade away from 50 seconds to go in the second. And it is enough time to put something together. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Short pass brought in. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Give him 24 yards on that one.
Yards.
And that's a Vegas first
That's
down.
Another Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did. Got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head.
Excellent protection so far. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had two choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force to throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
He's going to throw again on 2nd down. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. Two great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
A 46-yard attempt.
Carlson's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Makes the score.
I don't think there's any question. This is going to be a close game when it's all said and done because it's awfully tight here at the half. And that field goal, that gives him a little more confidence running into the locker room.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. Looking to throw. Oh, put some air under this one, right side. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our 1st half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, Scott, thanks so much. We are back, and this one's shaping up to be an exciting one. Very close game, Brock, as we start our 3rd quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our 2nd half. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Vegas offense ready to start this 3rd quarter. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Fires right away, but incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
2nd down and 10.
Second and 10, still at the 28. Back to throw now. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. That's grabbed inside the 30. He does it. Touchdown. The Raiders take the lead right away in half number 2.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Carlson now to add one more.
The point after.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders push their lead to 3.
The score, Raiders 24, Broncos 21.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Broncos offense all set to go. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. Outright, and Ingram makes the grab. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
2nd down now, they need 7. The give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. Has some daylight through the 40. And they hit big there on that 2nd down. Let's see if this play holds up or not, though. We've got a penalty flag down. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Running it after the penalty. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He's got Sutton complete. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Give him 5 on the play, and it's going to be 1st down Denver.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Designed run, here's Nix. No question who won that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on 1st down.
That's a case where defensively you've got to keep your eyes in the backfield and be ready if they go with that drop play. Even an extra second to react, well, it gives them room for a gain just like that.
1st down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Carry here for Dobbins. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Easily had the yardage for a 1st, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Going with Dobbins here. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Now Nix. Try to set up the screen. Dobbins. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
With that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Nix holds on to it. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Eric Stokes getting there for the stop.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Oh, he's keeping it again. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Broncos first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Shotgun handed off to Harvey. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. It's over. Over.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Man in motion here. This time it's a passing play. Finds him over the middle. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. They gain 11 on that play. And it's going to be first down Denver.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
And the Broncos first down.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. A give right side to Dobbins. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
The one thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
At the 10-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Nix. Now set up the screen here. It's Harvey. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
3rd and long for Nix. Drops it down, Harvey. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Will Lutz getting the call on 4th down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. A little more than a chip shot. This is 25 yards. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will tie things up in the 3rd.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Will Lutz.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Mostert on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And an excellent effort there. Sets him up almost at midfield. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Broncos all around him, and down he goes. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
So things not looking good after that sack. 15 to go here on second down. They're going to try and throw it here. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be third down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Here he goes, third and long. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down.
You know, Kate, with the game that they've put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that third down.
The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Broncos start getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. All right, Denver getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Dobbins trying the right side. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. Second and 9 coming up.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
They'll come to the line here, second and 9. Nix from the gun. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Third and long for him here. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up fourth and long.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Raiders are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10. First play is going to be again to Genty. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be second and 5.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
At the 45-yard line.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Back to Genty. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
And the Las Vegas
So just one quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's been a high-scoring game so far, but we're still tied 24-all to begin the final frame. First and 10 from the 32. Here's a design run. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That's another Raiders first down.
When they drop these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
From the red zone now. He's keeping it again. And he's going to slide down here. Picked up close to 5 before the slide. It's going to be second down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
This is Gentile on second. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's third down.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Setting up to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Trying to find Brock Bowers. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Kicked well, and this is good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Broncos running their offense out once again. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. New set of downs for him from the 31. Here's a look for Nix. Only able to get back to the line on that first down play, so no gain. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here that gotta have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you gotta line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down. Shotgun snap to Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough third down.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back jack with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Nix now to throw. Hits his running back. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Here comes the Broncos punting unit. Jeremy Crawshaw, the one who's going to send this away. Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. The Raiders have their offense back out there. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. Give him 24 on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47.
As any quarterback will tell you over the course of their career, it's not easy to deliver an accurate throw as you're about to get smacked.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. To the air now on 1st and 10. Sends this to the end zone. And no one had a shot at that. It's at the back of the end zone, incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Motioning left is their running back. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. It's the 5th time they've gotten there for a sack in this one, Brock. And they're going to try for number 6 on 3rd down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Broncos going nickel here, 3rd down. Pass play coming here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Las Vegas sends out the punt team. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely, and that'll be a touchback. So here comes the Bronco offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. That's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Running it again with Dobbins. He's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
First down. It's a gain of 6.
Looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Short pass brought in. And this one does not go far.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Second down now, 7 to go. Nix off the play action. Connects on the crosser. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock. So unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he's got about 9 on that run, partner, down inside the 30.
Had to be a missed assignment somewhere on that play, and the QB capitalizes with an excellent game. There's got to be an adjustment made, so even when the QB keeps it himself on the read option, that gain is minimized.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for third down.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right. It certainly wasn't.
Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains.
That's another Broncos first down.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, he's silent for it.
Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So that brings up second down.
Second and 10.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Kate, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Broncos trail by a field goal. Raiders with an extra DB out there, third down. Looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal.
And the Broncos first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Move the chains. Got to move them chains. Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. First and goal. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but he didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on second and goal.
So from the 3, here's second and goal. Back to throw. Has it in close. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos jump in front late. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
That one splits the uprights.
27.
And the Broncos take a 4-point lead. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Laube with the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Kate, from my vantage point up here, that was pretty close to drawing a penalty flag. Risky decision on 1st down, but there was a target in the area, so thus, no penalty, and we move on to 2nd.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. He'll look to throw it. Finds the in route complete. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Throwing now. It's complete. This is Bowers. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it.
14 yards.
And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
"35 seconds to go. It's 2nd and 10. He's going to throw it again. Finds him over the middle. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw it. That's Rocket. He brings it in. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
It's a gain of 8.
Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Time not on their side here as they get set for 1st down. No timeouts remaining either. Still sticking with the passing game. That's complete to the back, Ashton Genty. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. They are throwing it again. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
And incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
All right, 2 yards to go here on 3rd down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. Here he is to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Time not on their side here as they get set for first down. No timeouts remaining either. And he's got it. He pulls in a game-winning touchdown with almost no time left. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
Pretty important PAT here, Brock, to make it a field goal game. And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game.
34, Broncos 31.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff.
The kickoff for the Raiders.
And this is going to be a touchback, Brock, so we'll see what they decide to do with the final seconds they've got left here. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
Intended for Marvin Mills. Incomplete. Leads to second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10. Now Nix. Trying to push deep downfield. And it is intercepted, but he couldn't stay in bounds. Ooh, offense catches a break there. The Black Hole can take that party over to the Vegas Strip as the Raiders win at home. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders winners as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.